Okay, hey guys, take two because the first time it won't go in right. So, October TBR. This is what I plan on reading. It's 8 books. Well, when did I can't remember if I started Sunkissed. Let's start with that one. I can't remember if I started this one at the end of September or not. I don't know. But even if I didn't, doesn't matter. Casey West, book is Sunkissed, author's Casey West. I am currently on chapter 14, page 122. So again, this was it on? This might have been a continuation. No, this was on October's CBR. The one that I finished, the Lucy Foley book. That's the one that continued into October from the end of September. So anyway, this is when my October CBR, and I'm in the middle of it now. 2 books by Krista and Becca Ritchie. We've got book 3, book 4. We've got Addicted for You and Kiss the Sky. I wanted to start with these for this month, but um, they're in the middle of cover changes, and I didn't realize that when I started getting them. So some of my books are the older covers. So I'm trying to pace myself because, yes, technically I have all the books, but some are old covers, some are new covers. And the new covers have some extra content at the end. So I want to just make sure I have all the new covers. And the next one comes out in December. The other one I need in February, and then the last one I need in March. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna read the Casey West book. Then I'll probably read these two, not in any particular order, but the Colleen Hoover book I have on my list and the Sarah Dessen book, and then I'll go to these. But I definitely want to get to these this month. The Ritual by Chantel Tessier. I seen Larissa from Larry Reed's talk about this book when she originally had it on her TBR. Can't remember what month. Her mom had recommended a bunch of dark romances to her, and I immediately bought it along with several other books. But then I saw Larissa talk about this in a wrap up. I'm gonna just say she didn't like it. She rated it a 2 star. That's not gonna deter me by no means. Not by no means. I'm gonna read it and I'm hoping for the best because I do like dark romance. What it says on the cover is she is to serve him. No, she is to serve and obey him. He will protect and honor her. It says that right there. If you can see that. The next book is book 4 in the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, The War of Two Queens. I enjoyed the first 3. I am definitely looking forward to this one. I've got one more book to read, and that is book 5 that came out. Was it the beginning of August or the beginning of September? I can't remember. There's supposed to be a couple more books in the series according to Goodreads, but I'm not sure because I just don't know. But I do know I want to get to this. I was supposed to get to this last month. This one and I think The Ritual were on my September TBR, but I didn't get to them, so I'm hoping to get to them this month. Colleen Hoover, Reminders of Him. I've seen people talk about this, but I don't remember what they said. Because, see, personally for me, I like going into my books not knowing anything. I don't read the backs. Once I realize I want to read something, like if a YouTuber talks about something, like let's say they talk about The Ritual, for example. Once I know, like if I see it for the first time and they're talking about it and I know I'm going to want to read it, I no longer watch any videos where they're talking about it. So I'm going into most of these books without knowing anything. Like, From Blood and Ash, I read the first 3, so I know a little bit about that. I read the first 2 books in the Addicted Calloway series. I know about those books, but I don't know about these. I can say Colleen Hoover and Casey West, they are autobiographies for me. So I am looking forward to reading this one as well. Then you've got Sarah Dessen's Dreamland. Again, another one I don't know anything about. Sarah Dessen, I've liked the books I've read by her. Can't recall any of the titles. I don't know what this one's about. I picked it up from a case for 95 cents. I do know I like the cover. I like all these covers, even the dark ones. But I think these two are my favorite covers because they're pretty. Well, the War of Two Queens, that cover's pretty too. Okay, all my covers are pretty, but I wouldn't call the Rituals cover pretty because that's dark and it looks dark. We've got Frida McFadden, Suicide Med. I don't know anything about this one. I did read, what was it? The Housemaid. I loved it. Well, I enjoyed it. The wife in that one, she irritated me at first, in the first half of the book. But then when we got to the second half where it was her point of view, I realized why she was the way she was. The Housemaid's Secret was good. Again, now that wife, she was just crazy. But I enjoyed that one too. So far, I've only read like 3 books by Frida McFadden, and my least favorite has to be Ward D. At the time that I read that, that was a newer-ish release from her. I don't remember when it came out. Can't even remember when I read it. It was okay, but I was glad to be done with it when I was done. I'm hoping this one's better. One of Us Is Lying by Karen M. McManus. This is a trilogy. I have this one and the second one. I used to buy, like as books come out, even if I didn't read the first one, I used to buy the next one once it came out. I am trying to be better about doing that, so I do not have book 3. I've read several books by her. I can't remember all the titles, but I do remember the last one that I read by her. I was iffy about it. Okay, hold on. I read You Can Keep a Secret. That's listed right there. I know I've read that. And I think there was one called The Cousins. I'm trying to see if she has a book list, but she's only got a few listed. I know I read The Cousins. You Can Keep a Secret. I swear there was another one. Anyway, but I don't remember the last one I read. But I know that one. It was good. It was okay. I liked it enough to continue. And it's not like I hated it. And was like, okay, I'm not going to ever read anything by her again. I am going to work on this month. I think, was this on a TBR before? I can't remember if I had this on an August TBR. And then I pulled it. But I'm going to go ahead and read this one. Hopefully this month. And then that way I can maybe put the second one either on November or December's TBR. So that is what I plan on reading this month. There are 9 books here. So to recap, we've got Sunkissed, Addicted for Now, Kiss the Sky, Reminders of Him. We've got Sarah Dessen, Dreamland, Suicide Med, One of Us Is Lying. We've got The War of Two Queens and The Ritual. If I'm hoping to get to all of them, if I can't get to all of them, the main ones I want to get to are Addicted for Now, Kiss the Sky, definitely The War of Two Queens, Reminders of Him, and Dreamland. And The Ritual. But being that The War of Two Queens and The Ritual are 2 chunky boys, they're chunky. If I had to choose between the 2, it's going to be The War of Two Queens. So, if I don't get to all 9, I want to at least have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to at least have 6 out of the 9 right. So, that is my October TBR. Do you plan on reading any of these? If you do, let me know in the comments. If you've read any of them, let me know in the comments what you've read. If you've already read them, please just no spoilers. If you've gotten this far, thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe to help out the channel, and I appreciate it.